Phil "Fu" Villapiano, the perfect Raider. Phil Villapiano arrived in Oakland in 1971 as a second-round draft pick out of Bowling Green, a rangy, instinctive linebacker with a motor that never quit and a mind wired for disruption. From the moment he stepped onto the field in silver and black, Villapiano embodied the Raiders' defensive philosophy: aggressive, unpredictable, and emotionally charged. He wasn't just a linebacker, he was a tone setter, a chaos agent in the best sense, whose style of play fused speed, intelligence, and a kind of joyful violence that made him a nightmare for opposing offenses and a beloved figure in Raider Nation. At 6 foot 2 inches tall and 225 pounds, Villapiano wasn't the biggest linebacker of his era, but he was among the fastest and most versatile. He could cover backs out of the backfield, shoot gaps to blow up runs, and drop into coverage with the fluidity of a safety. His range was exceptional, and his anticipation, his ability to read a play before it unfolded, made him a constant threat to create turnovers or force mistakes. He played with a kind of reckless precision, always on the edge but rarely out of control. That balance made him indispensable to the Raiders' defensive scheme, especially as the team evolved into a perennial contender in the 1970s. Villapiano's impact was immediate. In his rookie season, he started all 14 games and recorded 2 interceptions, earning second place in the Associated Press Defensive Rookie of the Year voting. Over the course of his 9 seasons with the Raiders, he played in 118 games, starting 117 of them. He amassed 11 interceptions for 160 yards and a touchdown, recovered 17 fumbles, and recorded 15 sacks. Impressive numbers for a linebacker in an era when sacks weren't officially tracked and coverage responsibilities often overshadowed blitzing. But stats only tell part of the story. Villapiano's true value lay in his ability to tilt the emotional field. He was the kind of player who could swing momentum with a single play, whether it was a goal line tackle, a forced fumble, or a perfectly timed blitz that rattled a quarterback into a bad decision. One of his most iconic moments came in the 1974 AFC Divisional Playoff against the Miami Dolphins, the legendary Sea of Hands game. With the Dolphins driving late, Villapiano made the game-sealing interception, a play that not only sent the Raiders to the AFC Championship, but also cemented his reputation as a clutch performer. 2 years later, in Super Bowl XI against the Minnesota Vikings, Villapiano delivered another signature moment, a goal line tackle that forced a fumble, recovered by teammate Willie Hall. It was a play that helped preserve the Raiders' lead and ultimately secure their first Super Bowl title. Villapiano's performance in that game was emblematic of his career, timely, physical, and emotionally resonant. Between 1973 and 1976, Villapiano was selected to 4 consecutive Pro Bowls and earned first-team All-Pro honors in 1975 and 1976. These accolades reflected not just his individual excellence, but his role in anchoring a defense that was among the most feared in the league. The Raiders of the 70s were known for their swagger, their physicality, and their ability to rise in big moments. Villapiano was central to that identity. He played alongside legends like Ted Hendricks, Willie Brown, and Jack Tatum, but he never got lost in the shuffle. His voice, his energy, and his play were always present, always vital, always near the action, always part of the story. His charisma and passion for the game made him a fan favorite and a respected figure across the league. Even after his playing days ended, Villapiano remained active in football circles, advocating for player safety and supporting youth initiatives. Phil Villapiano's career with the Oakland Raiders wasn't just about tackles and turnovers. It was about emotional resonance, about being the heartbeat of a defense that defined an era. He played with fury and finesse, with intelligence and instinct, and with a deep understanding of what it meant to wear the silver and black. His legacy lives not just in the stat sheets or the highlight reels, but in the emotional memory of every Raiders fan who watched him play. He was and remains a Raider through and through.